Living in London, one can't help notice the Bromptons everywhere, and it's no surprise because they were invented here and they're still made here. One of the really great things about Bromptons, especially for city life, is their ability to go anywhere. This staircase, I normally avoid it because this rail for your wheels doesn't work very well, and I usually get pretty fed up with it, and with a bigger bike and a heavier bike, it's even more awkward. But with this bike, I will just carry it. It makes it so easy, and it can go anywhere, so I can take it on the train, I can take it on the bus. If I decide to go somewhere and then change my mind and want to hop on the train home, it opens up so many more possibilities and options. So the Brompton, and it can really go anywhere. Here's a shot of me in a restaurant with it at Wagamama's. So I'm here at work today, and there are quite a few Bromptons around in the office, so I thought I'd do a walk around and see how many I could find. Let's check it out.
I'm working against the PDF file.
My colleagues were surprised to find me bringing my bike upstairs inside with me, and were a bit curious about the bike, even giving it a try.
Thanks to Rutland Cycling, they have put me in contact with Brompton, and the lovely Katrina gave me a tour of the Brompton factory, which is out here in this industrial park in West London. So they make the entire bike still in the UK, all the parts, everything, which is pretty impressive. So I'm going to go check out and see how they do it.
When you first go into the factory, they have a little museum at the start, and you can see the evolution of the Brompton and the shape of it. It's quite interesting to see that. And they also kept their first rejection letters from both Raleigh for the design and Barclays for the financing request. And then they have a little timeline of the history of the Brompton right up until now. And this year's big new thing is the electric bike being released. So it's quite interesting to see how they've grown over the years. And then you can see all the special edition bikes, all the bags. There's a whole world of Brompton out there. And then finally, you go into the actual factory, which is a brand new facility. They've just moved from Brentford in West London to this facility in West London. The bike itself is all made in London. The parts are made by Brompton, 80% of them, I believe. And so there's stations for people putting together the parts. And then finally, there's the stations for the people putting the components that have been pre-built all together to complete the bikes. And it's quite fascinating to watch. Apparently, a bike can be made in under 5 minutes in completion once they have all the parts ready to go. In this area here, you can see the furnace where the bikes are painted, or the bike parts are painted, and then they come out on this little railing, and then they all get laid to get ready to go here. And this is where the stations are for getting the bikes built. So each station, someone builds an entire bike, and the bikes, Brompton bikes, are made to order. So when you order your bike, you pick which components you want it to be made up of, and then obviously someone takes that order and puts it together for you. I was shown also where they do some testing, and this is just a wheel they're testing. It goes on there until it breaks, so they can see how it breaks and how far and long it can go. As the grand finale of my tour, I got the chance to try the electric version of the Brompton, which was just released a couple months ago. It was very interesting how they put it together. So this is the battery pack, and it comes right off, and it can go, wherever you want to charge it. So it's very handy, very convenient. And so I started off in normal mode just to get a feel for it, and it's nice and sprightly. So of course then I had to try the turbo mode, which is very peppy. I really enjoyed it. The parking lot I'm in here isn't very big, so by the time I pedaled a couple times, it was up to full speed. It was really good fun.
So I'm just on the way back home now after my factory tour, and thank you, Brompton. It was such a cool thing to see how you make your bikes, and I really enjoyed it. And the electric bike, that was awesome to ride. I challenge anyone out there to go ride an electric bike and not come off grinning, because it is so much fun to use so little power to go so fast. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.